It's Lena, and I haven't recorded in a couple of days because I've been sick. I work in a cubicle farm with about 45 to 50 other people, and once one person gets sick, apparently we all get sick. Honestly, I'm still sick, but I feel decent enough that I can put on makeup and put on a real shirt and brush my hair. Although you can't really tell, it's because it air dried yesterday. And of course, air drying means it curled. But you're not really concerned about that. I'm actually here today to film my Project Pan update. So what shall we start with? Well, let's start with the stuff I haven't touched so I don't have to talk about it too much. Haven't touched this. And haven't touched either of these. This is the Mica Beauty Tinted Lip Balm. And I haven't touched the Hourglass Lip Gloss and Child. This is all because I've been focusing on other things. So let's just get all that out the way. Now let's start with the other foundations. The Revlon Age Defy. It's gone! Yay! I get to do a happy dance because one of them is finally gone. I've only been using it since January. Of course, I've had to mix it, and blah, and blah, and blah, but now I can actually rinse this out and use it for something else. So now I'm just using the CoverGirl with the Revlon Color Stay. And I had more of the CoverGirl left, but I'm still making a good bit of progress. I actually had to wear a lot of foundation today to cover up the fact that not only am I sick, I am breaking out. I mean, you get close, you can still see them because you can't cover up the actual fact that it's a bump. But, you know, they're not as bright, nasty red as they were before I pounded on the foundation. I'm wearing 2 layers of foundation today. I never do that. Anyways, here next is my Neutrogena Healthy Skin Brightening Eye Perfector. I used a lot of this today to make me look remotely healthy. And if it has a week's worth of uses after this, I will be shocked, honestly. The next update, this is going to be done. But, like I said, once this started moving, that meant that it was pretty much gone. Let's see. I guess I'll go with my blush and bronzers next. Here is the blush from the e.l.f. What's it called? I'm sorry, I'm really forgetful because one of the things about being sick is my mind is just gone. It's the e.l.f. St. Lucia Blush and Bronzer Kit. I finished the bronzer a while back. I actually had to repress this half because I have a whole nother pan of this full. I had to repress this because I broke it the other day, and I did lose a little bit of it, but I've managed to hold on to most of it. But even with the repressing, that is a super thin layer right there. So that is almost gone. And of course, my Chocolate Soleil bronzer. No change, even though I use it every other day. I don't get it. My NARS in Laguna, though, that's actually making real progress. Probably about another month, and I will have to actually scrape it and repress it in the center of that, or repress it into something else. Let's see, my Maybelline Color Tattoo in Beijing Beauty. Had to do another slight scraping around the edges, but you can hear my Mo jingling in the background. He's collar bound today. That's where that is at. I am wearing it today. I pretty much wear this every day. Even if I wear something else on my lid, I wear this in my inner corner and my brow bone. So let's see. Here is the final 3 items, the items that I actually measure out on a piece of paper. Here is my progress on the Tarte Lip Surgence in Elite. That is all that's left. I'm wearing it today. I really thought this was going to be straight up coral orange, but it's actually a lot more pink. It's not necessarily a good or a bad thing, though it just kind of is. Here is the measurement that I've been measuring since July the 10th, apparently, because I wrote down the date. Next is Be a Bombshells, the one stick. This is my pretty much daily highlight. I'm so sick of this thing. There's so much product in here. That is all that's actually left of it. It hasn't really moved these past 2 weeks, and I couldn't tell you why. That is the measurement right there for it. I've been using it longer than that. That's just when I started measuring it on here. Like the Tarte one has a different date because that's when I started using it. And here is my Maybelline Baby Lips that has been moved to my bedside so that it will finally go away because I'm sick of looking at it, honestly. Here is its measurement. It got lost for a week, honestly. Like, I didn't have the energy to go and look for it, so it didn't get really used for a week. And the last stuff are my eyeshadows. Here is my, well, before I actually show you the palette itself, remember that mint green that I depotted? That I've been wearing a lot with that Tarte thing? Thank you. It's gone! That's, oh, shoot! Dropped it in my lap. Well, there was a little bit left in the corner, but I think I knocked that out. It's gone, it's been used up, so now I can clean it out and depot something else into it, more than likely. Here is this side of it, because as y'all know, it broke in half on me one day. I'm wearing this lilac all over my lid today, and this is probably the next thing that I'm going to depot, just because it's starting to get awkward to use, like that mint green was. Here is the other half. This was the color I used with the mint green. Once I finish that lilac, I might sub in a mint green to use up the rest of this, or I might just, you know, wear a darker color. It probably just depends on my mood that day. So I was holding onto that mint green for a while because I wanted to film a tutorial with it, but then I was like, I have other mint greens. I can just film that as a tutorial and go ahead and use that up and get it done. Because I didn't think about it. And finally, the couple of shadows that I have in this with it. Because, like, there's no highlight in that palette and stuff like that. I used up my original purple in there a long time ago, so I subbed in Urban Decay's Last Call. That is what I used to kind of smoke out the lilac color. And this is my highlight. This Virgin from the Naked One palette. I've used up about half of it, maybe a little more than half, honestly, because this is all really flat right here. And that is it. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm glad I got this filmed at a relatively on-time time. It's only 1 day late rather than the 4 it was last time. Thank you for putting up with me because I haven't filmed or responded to comments or anything in the last couple of days. And I will see you guys later. Bye.